I have to acknowledge that, well, we are always intentional in being authentic. And personally, it is my motto to never ignore something in the room that needs to be addressed. So if we would be remiss and inauthentic, and that is not who we are, to not acknowledge that our country is in a very tumultuous, upsetting, tragic time. It's one thing to have a natural disaster. It's another to have disasters that are man-made. But here we are. And so we would be remiss to just go on with the weekend and not acknowledge it, correct? And we don't do that here. We try to be as authentic as possible. And those of you who are in the Facebook group that saw those very unglamorous photos of us on Sunday, showing you what our lives are between the art organizations, it's like, okay, I'm gonna show them what I look puffy faced while I'm trying to pack and move. But that's how it is, right? We can get dressed up and glamorous and feel good, but we also have to address what's unspoken and what's on the inside. So we wanted to be thoughtful and respectful of our brothers and sisters suffering in our homeland, and we asked one of our most powerful Porto-Mitan women who works regularly on the ground in Haiti and has a very good pulse on things, to come and just share some words of solidarity and support for our brothers and sisters in the homeland, and also to help contextualize for those of you who may not know as much what's happening, to just come make some brief remarks. This woman, I call her my coach as of recently. She's been coaching me and telling some certain truths in certain forums that we won't mention today, but she is one of our cadre of Porto-Mitans, of women who are, again, that central beam in our community in various respects, and we just are so happy that she's here with us today. Please bring her to the stage with a thunderous applause, Madame Leonie Hermantin. Dressed in Haitian royal blue.
Good morning, bonjour. Bonjour. I'm actually I'm actually making this social media faux pas. I've been photographed with this dress last week. But I love it. I love the blue. It's the Mama Marie blue, is the Azuli blue. It gives me energy, power. So be it. You've seen it with me last week. I'm wearing it again. Before I start, I'd like to acknowledge Magali Joyce-Noel here. She is the owner of Caribbean Craft in Haiti, a factory that makes beautiful artifacts that was burned last week. And it's really unfortunate because not only does she make beautiful things, not only does she hire people, but Magali is one of those folks who realizes that her workers cannot advance if they can't read or write, and has created a space within her company where they are taught to read, to write, and to do civics. So thank you, Magali. I've been asked to talk to you about, it's sort of very difficult for me to not talk politics, but I will not ask you to take sides this morning. I'm just gonna give you an idea of what's going on and tell you what you can do. You know, we've all been caught recently with seeing Haiti in the headlines. You know, we see the violence, we see the street protests, and then because of our names, because our last names, our first names place us in a geography, we've become sudden experts. People come up to us and say, what's going on in Haiti? What are you doing? What should you do? And, you know, we're caught with our, you know, like deers in the headlight, and then we suddenly begin to channel our parents, right? They're paid protesters, don't worry about it. We need somebody like Duvalier back. We're cursed. It's that voodoo that we do. So we come up with sort of uninformed answers because we don't know. We have no clue. We don't understand the forces behind the protest. We don't understand who's benefiting, who's paying whom, because again, as young people, you sit in, your only access to information is when your parents, the Grand Moon, you have more than two Haitian Grand Moon in the room and they start talking about Haiti. And so that's where you get your information. Well, let me just, again, give you a brief overview. For the past year, Haiti has been on a episodic lockdown. People have taken to the street, and what's been really important about this movement, about this wave of protest, is that it has come from different sources. You have your usual street people, the street protesters, but in July of last year, the movement was characterized by the emergence of young people, men and women. I mean, when you see the protests, you usually see men. But this time, you have women who've taken the lead and in a collective outcry against what's going on. We know when we travel to Haiti, we see the poverty and we sort of distance ourselves from it. We go on mission trips, we have the photos, the transformative experience, and we go home. We don't understand the reality, we don't understand the context. And they've put it in very eloquently, they put it in words for us. They are protesting against impunity. Impunity means that there are rules, but the rules are not enforced. And as Haitian women, let me just put in a little context for you. A man can beat a woman. A man can violate, rape a woman. It happened to the mayor of what's it? Tabar. And nothing happened to the man. Nothing. It happens to little girls who are raped, who are impregnated by older men. They're given names. They're called all kinds of names. The men's are there's a big joke about these guys. It's trivialized, but it's violence against girls, and again, impunity. Young men, the poor, are imprisoned without due process. They rot in jail when drug dealers, known drug dealers, are allowed to just go around, never see a day in jail. That's what impunity means. They are talking about accountability. Accountability is what happens when $2 billion evaporate. Accountability is what happens when children die in hospitals because they don't have access to medication that costs $2. Accountability is when you pay $1.50 whenever you send money, whenever you make a phone call for education. And children are staying home because their parents cannot afford to send them to school. School has to be, you have to pay to go to school in Haiti, even public schools. So I could go on and on about what these folks are demanding, but what they're demanding can be, in essence, resumed to justice. It's justice, it's social equity, it's paradigm change, it's changing Haiti, it's giving young people the right to dream about being adults, being working people in their own country. I'm gonna give you one more thing. What can you do? You cannot, you can go on your mission trips if you want to, it's important, but it has to be more sustainable. I would recommend, we're here with many organizations that support a lot of work in Haiti. We have Fonds Causé, we have Partners in Health, we have the Lambi Fund of Haiti, we have ProDev, we have many organizations here that do the work with accountability. Please, support them. Keep informed. Let your Congress people from wherever you are know that you care about Haiti. You care about their policies in Haiti. Be a voice for people who are not voiceless. They've been speaking for a year. We haven't been listening. It's time for us to act. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, thank you, Leonie.